Cowboy Logic, Season 3, Episode 5. I didn't feel well. I went anyway. I've been sick my whole life, just as a fact. From the time I was 5 years old, allergies, stomach problems, bad legs, bad ears, arthritis at 8 years old, pneumonia every fall, like clockwork, and diabetes at 21. There was always something, and I always went outside. Anyway, I'm Ann Dunbar, and this is Cowboy Logic. Today, I want to tell you about a little girl who didn't feel well, and a woman in knee braces on a race course, and why they're the same person. On a ranch, you don't wait until conditions are perfect to do the work. The cattle don't care that your back hurts, or the fence doesn't care that you didn't sleep. The ranch keeps demanding, and you keep showing up, not because you feel good, but because the work is there and you're the one to do it. There's a kind of strength that doesn't announce itself. It doesn't look like courage from the outside. It just looks like someone getting up and going outside, even when everything hurts. Now, I almost died when I was 5 years old from an allergic reaction to penicillin. After that, my body just had opinions, strong ones, all the time. My stomach didn't work right, my legs hurt, my ears hurt, and I had arthritis at 8 years old. Every fall or winter, pneumonia showed up like an uninvited house guest who didn't know when to leave. I got walking pneumonia 4 times in my life. People used to say to me, "You never feel good." Well, they weren't wrong. But here's the thing nobody seemed to understand. I never saw myself as different. Maybe because my mama had health issues, my daddy had health issues, and my brother too. In my family, you just dealt with what your body gave you and you kept moving. So I didn't feel well. Okay, I still wanted to go play. It was that simple. The game was outside. My friends were outside, and life was outside. And I wasn't going to miss it because my legs hurt, or my stomach was acting up, or my ears were bothering me again. I just went. Fast forward 40 years. My husband was gone, and my body was fighting me harder than ever. My knees were bone on bone, and degenerative disc disease in my back made some mornings almost impossible. Getting out of bed was a negotiation some days. I wasn't looking for a challenge. I was just trying to get through each day. Some friends invited me to do a 5K with them. I said, "Are you crazy?" But I thought about it for a bit. Then I said, "Yes." We started training together, and I couldn't keep up. My body wouldn't allow it. So I'd fall behind and end up walking alone. But I never stopped. I strapped on my knee braces and I kept going every single day, further and a little faster, no matter how much it hurt. Race day came. We all started together, and then, the way it always went, I fell behind. Alone on the course, just me, the pavement, and whatever stubbornness God saw fit to put in me when He made me. At one point, a police officer along the route looked at me and asked if I was okay. I didn't understand why he was asking. I was doing the race. Of course, I was okay. I finished, not with the best time, not with anyone beside me at the finish line, but I finished. Knee braces and all. The next year, I signed up for a 10K, a harder course, longer, more demanding, and everything my body had opinions about. And something happened out there that I want you to hear. People cheered for me. Strangers on the side of the road hollering encouragement, and somewhere along the way, I started blessing people. And they called out to me as I went by, "You're flying out there." Me, knee braces, bone on bone, degenerative disc disease. The woman who wasn't sure she could finish a 5K. I was flying on the harder course. I never thought of myself as brave for any of that. I still don't. I just didn't feel well, and I still wanted to go. But I've been thinking about all the women carrying something invisible, something that doesn't show on the outside, but changes everything on the inside. Chronic pain, chronic illness, and chronic exhaustion. The kind of thing where you can wake up and your body has already decided today is going to be hard before you've even had your coffee. And the world looks at you and sees nothing. You don't look sick. You don't look like you're in pain. You just look like someone's who's a little slower, a little behind, a little less than everyone else on the course. But here's what I want you to hear. That cop thought I needed checking on. Strangers on the harder course told me I was flying. Same woman, same braces, same body that had been fighting me since I was 5 years old. Flying. You're doing the race. It doesn't matter that you're slower. It doesn't matter that some days getting out of bed is the bravest thing you do, and nobody gives you a medal for it. You're still out there. That little girl who didn't feel well but still wanted to go play, well, she grew up and she's still flying. Today's cowboy logic is this: you don't have to feel good to keep going. You just have to keep going. Now put on your knee braces if you need to and strap on whatever gets you through and go outside. I'm Ann Dunbar. Thanks for riding along. I'll see you next week.